So it may be that what you actually have is a platform with a paved surface.
Yeah, well that would be even more spectacular.
But that would be very similar to Brennick. Because it's the first find of the day. It's a piece of, it's not a very spectacular find. It was found at the top of the monument in a layer which we hadn't actually dug into. It's a piece of struck flint, not the most spectacular of objects. It's actually a piece of debutage of angular shatter, which is being removed from a nodular flint, probably in the process of making some kind of flint tool. So this is evidence of some kind of activity, probably prehistoric activity, taking place on top of the mound.
Well, I have found what looks like a bronze button. I think maybe antiquarian. It's in the sort of area where they were messing around, should I say. But we're just slightly extending the trench from last year. So I've been taking out the backfill from last year, and then we had a bit of an overshot from the trench edge. So this is one of the first finds we've had from a closed archaeological context. So we are going to mark the location, and then we can, with the total station, mark in the coordinates and the height. Well, if you see this here, I'm just taking this down, which is the overshot of the trench. So it's just in this area here.
Hi, my name is Sue Evans and I live here in Llangollen, and my part of Project Eliseg is as an ex-Bangor student, but also I work in the local museum, so I have a vested interest in what happens to the pillar in the future and now, and what happens to any finds that come from this excavation. My interest in the pillar first started as an undergraduate, where I took part in a study to discover how the local community felt about the pillar itself. And this was through an interview process. It was a group of people that took part, and the idea was to ask a series of questions to find out how they felt about the pillar as it stands now, and how they would like to see the pillar look in the future, and how any excavations would affect how they feel about the pillar. Other studies of very similar kind around the country showed that there was very much community feeling, very strong community feeling, and certainly when excavators have been in other monuments, that has caused quite a stir in the community, and people have felt very strongly about any finds and about the monument itself, that it wouldn't be damaged. And certainly when questioned during the interview process for the study, that didn't really come out at all. That's not something that is the case here for the pillar in Llangollen. There's some very interesting results, certainly if you compare them to previous studies that are similar, that have taken part across the country. We found here in Llangollen that there was no real sense of place attached to the pillar, as there had been in other places. And there was no community feeling, no folklore, and no interest particularly. The pillar itself seems to be exceptionally enigmatic within the landscape here, and that's something that comes across very strongly. People are happy to leave it where it is. They're happy for us to go and excavate, and as far as any finds are concerned, they don't really mind where they go. They just don't really need to know any more information.